Hi, everybody, and welcome to 32Soft's November webinar, the last of our 2017 series. I'm Denise, your host for today's session. Keep on top of your changing safety stock needs. Since we can't quite predict the future, we do need to often think ahead because, because the alternative to thinking ahead would be to think backwards, and that's just remembering. Before I hand off to Nancy, our operational Wonder Woman, let's get some light housekeeping out of the way. Please know that everyone joins the webinar already muted, but at the bottom of your control panel, you can type your questions, and you can type them in at any time. During the Q&A, I will read them aloud in the order received. Also, as soon as the replay from today is available, I will follow up with our encore email, which will include a link to the replay, all of today's questions and answers. Finally, please keep in mind that our webinar demos typically highlight just basic capabilities. The team does and is always happy to provide demos for individual organizations where specific business needs and nuances can be better addressed. That is it for housekeeping. So Nancy, if you are ready.
Okay. Hello, everybody. It's Nancy McCrimmon, and welcome, and thank you for joining our webinar today. Today, we will be highlighting our safety stock data loader. Let's take a look at safety stock and the role it has in a company. Generally, safety stock is additional quantity of an item held in inventory to ensure that the customer demand will be met when it's needed. If safety stock level is too low, you run the risk of an item being out of stock if there's demand or expected delivery of the item is delayed. This will affect your on-time performance. If safety stock quantities are too high, it increases your inventory and affects your cash flow. Most businesses review safety stock levels on a regular basis to ensure they have optimal inventory levels. So how do businesses review safety stock levels? Usually the planner runs inventory and usage reports and reviews whether the existing levels need to be adjusted. They take into account any changes to vendor lead times, trends in usage, end-of-life parts, etc. And sometimes they need to run multiple reports and consolidate them into a spreadsheet for easier review. Then they need to make the changes in the system, updating each record manually. Typically, this is a manual and time-consuming process. It's not an exercise that allows for a quick response to changing usage patterns. This is just an example of the consumer side of understocking items. For manufacturing customers, the effect of frequent non-stock items can affect future purchases of equipment if critical service parts and aftermarket items are not readily available. So how do 32Soft data loaders help in this process? Our Excel-based safety stock data loader allows the user to use real-time information to track developing changes, whether in vendor lead times, increased or decreased demand, etc., and respond quickly by efficiently updating the system so all planning and inventory calculations are up to date. The data loader is so easy to use that you can review your safety stock levels more frequently, and it is so efficient that you can update hundreds of records in minutes, thereby freeing up the planner's time for other tasks. How does this more agile response affect your business? It allows for inventory reduction, improves delivery performance, and improves cash flow, which ultimately leads to greater customer satisfaction and stronger business. So let's take a look at the data loader that we are talking about. This is the 32Soft safety stock data loader. As it is with all of our data loaders, it follows a similar format. You have selection criteria at the top, and you also have detailed columns on the bottom. The first thing you need to do is select Setup, and you would pick the databases that you are trying to connect to. And once you do that, you can put in any selection criteria that you have and then just hit the download button. If you are connecting for the first time, it will ask for your QAD, ID, and password. Select that, and the data is downloaded based on your selection criteria. For the safety stock data loader, what we have here in gray are all the read-only fields. So we have a number of columns that has your basic item data. And then as well, we have a number of columns for monthly usage. You can see that here. You have the total monthly usage and then the average monthly usage. What we also have built into the data loader is the current safety stock levels that's in QAD, as well as a column for suggested safety stock level. And this will allow you to review all of the items you've selected, take a look at the usage, take a look at your current levels, and take a look at the suggested safety stock levels that we built into the data loader. The columns highlighted in green are the fields that you can edit, so you can make changes to safety stock level, of course. You can also change the order multiple if you'd like. It gives you cost information, location. You may also change locations if you like. And one of the nice features that we've built into this is a comment field. This allows the planner to download the data, review it, and make any comments. Things that you would normally put into a spreadsheet and you would share, you can now put in as a comment and it is saved. So let's just see what happens when we make some changes. So here's a couple of items. There's the current safety stock level. Here's some suggested levels. So let's just make some changes. And of course, with an Excel spreadsheet, you can cut and paste and copy. So let's just do this. And then with any changes to safety stock level, you do need to put a comment in. That is a mandatory function or feature that you need to do. So put in a reason, and you can copy that down. And then once you're done, what you can do is just hit upload. And upload the data. It's quick and easy. And then if you'd like to download that same data, what you'll see is all the changes that you made. So these are the 4 items here. And then you also have the comments that were made. And one of the other things that we built into this is a button that allows you to take a look at previous comments. So then you can see all of the dates and the comments that were made on that. So this is just a really nice feature if you're reviewing data, and you can take a look at why changes were made to the safety stock levels, the dates that they were made, and any comments that are attached to it. And that is basically the main features of the safety stock data loader. So to recap, the usage data is captured. Component usage is periodically extracted from the transaction history into a cache table shown on the diagram. And depending on the company specifics, different transaction types can be included into the usage calculation. For example, work order issue, sales order issue, inter-site inventory transfers, etc. We will work with you on what types you would like to capture for usage calculation. And then in conclusion, the safety stock data loader can be used in multiple ways to upload data quickly, as a planning tool, and as a report. It's real-time information and an easy-to-use tool that allows for more frequent review and updated critical information. The safety stock calculator is a common tool which will allow a company to have a consistent formula for inventory levels, eliminating situations where different planners have different formulas and approaches for safety stock management. This loader will increase productivity, enhance performance, and lead to greater customer satisfaction. And with that, I will pass it over to Denise. Thank you very much.
Upcoming events, real quick. In December, we do take a break for the holidays, but we will be right back at it in January when we kick off 2018 with Get Audit Trail Compliance through a simplified product change process. Yes, you do not want to miss that one. It's not often we can simplify something and get so significant a byproduct. Registration is open, and links, as always, are available at the bottom of all of our communications and on our website too. And here is a screenshot of the top portion of our webinar page. So what I was saying is, even though we take a break in December, we have all of our prior webinars available for you. And if you scroll down on the second page, you'll see all the categories of our past webinars. And on the right, our upcoming webinars with registration links.
I want to thank everyone for joining, and as always, if you have more questions, we can set up, like Denise said, a company-specific demo, and this allows you and your team to ask questions about the functionality, what changes can be made to the loader. So we are very happy to do that, as well as provide trials for your environment so you can see the results with your data.
Okay, we will go ahead and wrap up with a final thought here. Eliminate the barrier. Real-time analytics knocks down the time barrier that is keeping businesses in the dark about their operations, logistics, and finances. And like Nancy said, thanks very much, everyone, for your time today. And from all of us at 32Soft, happy Thanksgiving and our best wishes for a spectacular holiday season. We hope to see you right back here again in January. Have a fantastic day, everyone.